Hello everyone, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3. HeirofCarthage here, or I guess in this series, the Heir of Hashut, and we're going to be continuing our Astragoth Iron Hand campaign. And boy, I think we're about to get attacked here by some raiding greenskins. They may attack me on this turn-in to keep me from replenishing more troops, which could put me in a little bit of a pickle here. But you know what? We've had to fight our way out of worst, I think. Well, I say worst. I don't know, we're not there yet. We'll find out whether I've had to fight out of worse. Let's go ahead and just do this martial training, and let's... Ooh, actually, never mind. That used up a whole bunch of our... Yeah, that's using up a whole bunch of our armaments that I don't want to use right now. Anything with mandatory service, just not sure that's what we need. Let's go ahead and do Starved Wolves so we can kind of do a little bit more research up that other way. Building upgrades available. I don't think I want to upgrade any buildings at the moment. I may find myself short of cash here quite soon. Let's end our turn. We just need to put together a few more settlements. A few more settlements, we'll have a decent little campaign chugging along, especially since we can get gemstones, the next tier building from Silver Pinnacle that we just took out to help us open up some more trade routes. Should be able to hopefully get some of those with the other Chaos Dwarves, as well as with some of the other factions in the area that are willing to trade with us, which is, you know, basically just going to be... Let's see, do we want to pick up the Cutthroats or replenish our forces? Let's pick up a couple of Cutthroats. Not going to hurt to have a few numbers in that one. So yeah, got that. And let's see here. I need to... pull something up here quick. Hello. And there we go. I was going to make sure I got some of you guys' comments at hand so I can answer some of this as we go through. Let's see. So we ended our turn. We were sieged by the greenskins. That's unfortunate because it cut our replenishment short and gives them maximum chance here. It says that they're going to win and we would take high casualties when in fact it's just going to wipe out a bunch of our hobgoblin units. But, I mean, you know what? We can probably win this. In a more convincing fashion. If we can just get our mobile units into these goblins and then just kind of hold the line up front and blast the trolls with our blunderbuss units, I mean, we should be able to pull off a pretty solid victory here. So let's see how we do. That's 6 archers, though. We do need to take those archers out of the fight. We can use these settlement garrison units as bait and see how that works. Alright, I have the battle underway, and I am going to use the tattered settlement garrison units as frontline charge bait and missile blockers to try and allow maximum damage from my ranged units into the incoming greenskin units. So, should work out pretty well. We're going to want to focus their leader a little bit with our blunderbusses, should that become an option for us. Here he comes, actually. So I'm gonna actually run my... we did definitely get some solid hits into that Orc War Boss. I'm gonna pull my... It's not letting me move my shotgun unit. Get back here. Alright, intercepted a few units. Let's send some help into these various fights. Now that we've kind of broken the mainline charge. And then, let's see, where's my 2 blunderbuss units? Alright, blunderbuss units, let's fall back just a little. Bring forward the second line. And let's throw some magic down. And our Bull Centaur is... Or sorry, our Taurus is doing pretty good. Our Ford Taurus. Let's see. Or sorry, no, it's not the Ford Taurus. Different Taurus. Don't be confused. Okay, Astragoth. Well, actually, we can't get out of that fight. Astragoth needs some assistance. How are we doing on this other flank? Let's put some shotgun blast over into that fight, and let's move forward here. My archers had to mow down a troll. Astragoth's getting a little bit chewed up in this fight. A little less than ideal what's going on here. I'm gonna try and get into some of these. Yeah, we are getting shredded by that green skin skirmish game, and I need some units free to come help with it. This Astragoth. Hold on, Astragoth. I'm trying to get you out of there, bro. I keep bouncing around with that Taurus. We've got a real problem with the trolls over here, and I can't get shots into the trolls. I'm gonna have to put some fire over here with my Hobgobbo archers. I can now put some pressure forward here. There we go. Now we're getting some breakthroughs that are desperately needed right now. It was just pretty close in a few spots. Wasn't exactly what I wanted. Those green-skin missile units did a lot of damage, and you shouldn't be surprised by that. AI will do tremendous damage with its missile units on these higher difficulty settings. They will really jack you up, and you need to focus those units out. I struggled to get to them because we had to also hold back so many trolls, which was unfortunate for us. I do have my blunderbuss in position now to pour fire into these snotling pump wagons and trolls from the flank, but we were struggling to get shots on them because of the size of our bull centaur renders and our leader there, the Taruk. And I'm going to now take my hobgoblins forward and then just continue to push these units back. And we have all of these skirmish units pretty much stopped back here. There are some regrouping trolls. It's very non-ideal for me right now. Alright, there we go. Bring those guys out. Keep the pressure on those archers. And looking good, looking good. Alright, we should be able to clean out the rest of this greenskin army. Pretty tough fight here. And I'm not shocked by the fact that it was a tough fight. Not shocked at all. It isn't over yet either. It should kind of be over, but it isn't. Let's pour some more fire into those trolls. I feel like the greenskins should have chain routed already. But they just keep coming back, and some of these units have the benefit of healing, like the trolls. I really don't want them to kill off my bull centaur renders. It looks like they're not. So, very close fight, but we managed to save it. I'm going to take the army replenishment here, because those guys may just come back and re-siege me as soon as they replace their lord on that army. Very real possibility. We didn't get any replenishment because of the way they did that. And like I said, they're going to replace that lord, and they might very well come back for seconds here on the next turn. I sure hope not, but I wouldn't be surprised were that the case. Okay, let's keep looking at upgrades here. Let's do Seeing Rod. And we got access to a Regiment of Renown Wolf Rider. I'm not sure I'm particularly interested in that Wolf Rider, but we could replace the Goblin Laborer with it because, I mean, it's not going to be that great of a unit anyway. I am interested in the other ones that are upcoming. We'll go ahead and take that Wolf Rider here. Okay. Again, I'm going to be pretty stingy with money. Though, we have seen that defenses at some of these settlements would not be a bad thing to possess. And let's go ahead and end our turn here. We now need to get to the Blasted Expanse as soon as possible and take it from the greenskins. And Silver Pinnacle, we need to grow it, expand it, and get the gemstone mine set up. That will give us more income. But in the time being, it's nice to just have another tower so that we can get some extra conclave from that. We can pay 1,000 and pick up a man-eater unit. We definitely want more man-eaters. Lamian Sisterhood is destroyed. That's good, so they're out of the way. Greenskins fell back towards their settlement, which again is good. I'm going to kind of cautiously move up and see what I see in front of us. Okay, they're going to start trying to replenish. I'm going to be attempting to replenish. Let's go ahead and just move up a little bit where we're a little bit closer to their settlement. And here's the upgrade that I want to make. It's going to use most all of our raw materials, but that's fine. We've got a lot of armaments for the forge. And if I go over to the manufactory, Missile infantry, bull centaurs. We've got this passive ability, Murderous Charge here. It says, enabled if the unit is charging. They get an extra 40% charge bonus, 30% charge speed, 20% acceleration. Would be really great. Because remember that we're kind of wanting to make our bull centaurs insane. That's going to be the purchase and upkeep cost. Does that mean we pay 24 per turn? Let's apply it and take a look at this. I think you can pull it off if you need to, like if we just can't afford it. But we're okay. It's not going to be great. It's going to slow down our rate of armaments, but it will make our bull centaurs very, very powerful in the charge with that murderous charge. They've already got a pretty solid charge bonus. Up that by 40%, it's going to be very significant. And then they also get mass increases. So again, that was one of the focuses of the army here, because that's one of the specialties that Astragoth Iron Hand brings, which is the bull centaurs. So we definitely want to make them kind of ludicrous. I want to do the same with our blunderbuss units. I want them to be ludicrous as well. We're going to need more of them. And so the idea is going to be is that we're just going to really hit our opponents with tremendous amounts of damage between the blunderbuss and the bull centaur charges. This sounds good. I like a defensive alliance. Thank you. Nice to have a friend around here. We could wound our character and get some armaments, but we're just going to do leniency. I don't want to wound my character. I need him right now. As you can see, we're in the middle of some rather significant fights. If I attack these guys now, they won't be able to do any more replenishment. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because we're mostly replenished here. And we have those wolf riders to help us out as well. So let's just go for broke here. I think we can reach the settlement. Find out. I may not have moved quite close enough. Yep, we can reach it. Only just. Let's take a look at the terrain. It's open field, so that's good. Let's go ahead and fight this and take their settlement. Alright, we have got the battle ready to go. I'm going to move up onto this flank of the greenskins. That way they have to kind of move around that weird rock over there. I'm hoping that might delay a few of their forces. They have a lot of trolls. Once again, in fact, I think most of those are the same trolls that just got away and replenished very rapidly. Which, again, very typical for the AI at this difficulty level. I'm not surprised at all. But my army is in much better health. They do have some better units. They had a fair bit of garrison come in to assist them. They've got a wolf rider just going full YOLO here. Intercept it. Of course, it's going to mostly make its charge anyway, but it's not going to survive that very well. Looks like their lord is coming straight YOLO at us as well. And I'm going to try and get some shotgun blast into there. Oh yeah, we got some good hits, good hits. Let's fall back. And then let's take these units. Dang it, I got caught on the hoof over here. And it's not letting me click my orders the way I want. Let's get over here and let's bring in some of our secondary support. Please go ahead and blast this guy. Let's try and move those orc laborers out of the way just a little bit, and I'm gonna bring my flyer over here, and I'm gonna swing these wolf riders up through here. Let's help bust up this flank a little. There we go. Alright, their lord is gonna get hit by some pretty heavy fire here. What are we doing over there? We're doing alright. We're doing good. Doing rather good. Right, let's bring these wolf riders to help clean up the archer mess. And I can now bring 2 more units to bear on their archers. Let my cutthroats hang on to that. I've got infantry free. Let's start pouring it over into these fights. We're still struggling to get a bead on their leader, so I'm going to move those laborers out of the way and try and open up an angle. Yep, for the blunderbusses, there they go. And with the death of their leader, the Greenskin army is going to be absolutely reeling. The Greenskins do not function well without their leader in place. Renders. Awesome. Alright, we just cleaned up their infantry on this flank. Let's finish off these regrouping trolls. Alright, an Astragoth held on with the help of these cutthroats and bull renders. I didn't really get a very good charge with the bull renders on that flank, which is unfortunate because we just gave them the murderous charge. But I did get a good charge with the other ones on that other flank, and they are certainly on a killing spree. And there we go, we got ourselves a settlement. Alright, so we have a tower on the other one. We're still needing raw materials pretty bad, so I'm actually going to take an outpost, and then we'll do the next one as a factory. Black Crag's Boons, add unit, giant. Okay, so we picked up a giant and a mirror shield on our expedition to Black Crag with the convoy, so that's pretty sweet. It's a very nice pickup for our convoy, and then that means our convoy is successful, which means we should have some significant labor, which we do. I'm now going to spread some of this labor out. I'm going to go ahead and pile some of it into this settlement down here. It's going to cost me some gold to make that move, but we're going to need it down here as I build that outpost. So we now have a pretty good amount of labor. I'm able to put some more upgrades here. What do we got? Despoilers. Lightning Strike is good. Probably what we should do to start with here. Despoilers is also pretty good, though. From raising and sacking settlements. Let's go ahead and do Lightning Strike, and I want this Unbridled Cruelty. It's going to drop the upkeep cost of this army pretty significantly, and really put me in a better position to get a second army. I was notified by you all in the comments, by the way, that the Chaos Dwarves do not have supply lines, so thank you very much to Rostapopulus. So definitely glad that they don't have the supply lines, and Inductive Grunt, I've seen that you've been making a whole bunch of comments in my videos too, and I really appreciate it. Appreciate your support and being a part of this. He says he's excited for this. He thinks the beginning is going to be slow, but he knows that once we get the full Darwijar economy going, that we're going to have some fun. We are. I definitely intend to make use of a lot of Dreadquake mortars. They're a really fun unit, so I want to get some of those, and like I said, we're going to get some renders and plenty of blunderbusses and lots of other fun stuff. So definitely stay tuned. I think you all are really going to enjoy this campaign. And hopefully it gives you some ideas for what you might want to do in your own Chaos Dwarf campaign. I'm going to do a little bit of research there. I've got a fair few armaments at the moment. I'd love to get more blunderbusses. They're just not available to me, but hell cannons, man, it would be good to get some artillery as well. You could definitely use some artillery. A magma cannon actually would be brutally effective. Magma cannons are really good. Let's go ahead and hold on to that for just a little bit longer. We got some unassigned skill points. This is going to be on our convoy master. So we'll go ahead and just put the cargo capacity there. And then let's skip through the upgrades. Roll the intern here. And continue the fight against the Greenskins. I'm going to try and stay pretty aggressive against the Greenskins here. They got 2 more settlements down here that I would love to take and complete this province. That would help make for a pretty successful episode to secure a second province. We're a little behind where I would like to be already. We've got a quest battle here too that we can fight, so that's good. We can pick up the Black Hammer of Hashut here, which is going to give us some Conclave influence. And gives us a nice active ability there. Alright, good to know. We can always teleport there too when we have the opportunity. Otherwise, I'm going to push forward. We'll replenish as much as we can, and like I said, we're going to keep the Greenskins on the defensive here and try and cause as much. I'm actually going to move all the way to here. If we can attack this settlement next, I think that would be best, because they're trying to build another army there, and I want to get there and defeat that army before it's able to be used against me. Since we have another building available back over here, we could, if we get enough raw material, start trading out iron, which would be helpful, and we should probably do that and save up for the raw material. We're going to be getting quite a bit more raw material here very quickly. Let's end the turn, and on this next turn, we should start picking up raw material at a quicker pace here. Let's see exactly how that works. Like I said, if we can get 2-3 provinces going, spread out the factories, keep the labor coming, which we should be able to do through convoys, we'll be cranking out quite a few armaments, and we'll be able to use our raw materials to pretty good effect. Yep, see, now we're getting raw materials at a much higher clip. Greenskins do have a second army back here, so we will want to attack this settlement immediately. They will not get the benefit of the reinforcements if we do so, and that should cut off the Greenskins from much, if any, chance here of really stopping us. In fact, this is looking like a pretty, well, it was a favorable auto-resolve. It wants to kill off one of my units, so I think not. We will fight this one. Alright, the battle's underway. I'm going to use my forces here to kind of see if we can bait a response up out of the Greenskins. I'm going to do a little bit of kind of scouting ahead and bait and switch type stuff here. Allow my units to get in position. I don't actually have the best angle for my blunderbusses right now. I'm actually going to fall back just a little bit. Ooh, get. Get you gets. Alright. Let's fall back from that a little bit. We've got these wolf riders bearing down on us. Have my blunderbusses near. Let's fall back in here and let our archers work those wolves a little. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna use my single entities to create a blob point here. And I'm gonna actually wrap my renders around and get ready for some kind of brutal charges here. Go get after their flyers immediately, and I want my blunderbusses to smash their lord here. Smash him, hit him, point blank, hit him. Feed it to him. We do need to get the upgrade on the armaments in the forge for our blunderbusses, make them even more effective. They're already very effective. See how quickly we knocked their lord out of that fight? Now we can use our blunderbusses to clean up over here. Some of my hobgoblin archers got caught in melee. Let's back them up. Sorry, archers. Alright, let's come out here. Swung these the other side. Let's go get that murderous charge spun up. Awesome. Let's just pull over here and start feeding some hollow rounds into that fight. Oh yeah, there's that murderous charge. Beautiful. Got a really good performance out of the blunderbusses here, just nuking the enemy lord. And the bull centaur renders, I was slow to get them into combat, so they didn't get a ton of kills, but our little single entity blob technique worked very well there. Alright, that was beautiful. Blunderbusses, look at the damage. They pumped out like 18,000 raw damage in the short time they were firing, almost 19,000. That is just astounding, the amount of damage, and we haven't really upgraded them that much yet. We're gonna grab another factory here. That's gonna drop our raw material, so our last settlement here will do another raw material. We'll grab that. But we've got a level 2 factory here already, which is great. It's going to give us some extra armaments. That's what took away so much of our raw material, though. Let's go ahead and grab some defenses. We want definitely at least some basic defenses here. That second army was there, but they're going to be overmatched by what we have left. We do need to go get the Desolation and Darkness. And we have some friends nearby, potentially, but the Gates of Zar, Tower of Gorgoth, Demon Stump. I wonder if these guys are friendly or if they're feeling angry. Because if they're feeling angry, we could just grab that. We're improving relations with them. We could just go knock him over and take his territory. But it would be also nice to have him as a buffer state in some ways. But he has another tower down there that I would very much like to possess. I would also make my lands very north to south and somewhat difficult to defend in many ways. So let's go ahead and end this turn. We do need to put our skill point on here. Skill point's going to keep going towards Lightning Strike until we can get Unbridled Cruelty. Let's go ahead and skip that and end our turn. Yeah, some of the buildings, you all may be wondering why I'm not upgrading the buildings right now. I could I'm choosing not to because I'm a little bit low on raw materials and gold, and I just don't want to spend everything and then have like someone declare war on me, hit one of my settlements, and send me into the negative. So I'm being a little bit cautious, maybe overly cautious even. But just so you all know, that's why I am doing what I'm doing. Our ally is constructing an outpost for us. That's good to hear. Greenskin army went around me, which is irritating. I can't reach them, but what I could try, at least here momentarily, is I could come here and enter into an ambush stance, leaving the newly taken settlement that we were putting a building in open, and maybe luring the greenskins back in this direction. They might just move on towards the blasted expanse. We'll see what they decide to do. This next research, I'm going to go ahead and go in here to the forge, or the manufactory, and I'm going to go to our missile infantry. We've got this extra powder here, which is a passive augment that's enabled anytime our ammunition's above 80% and gives us a bunch of extra damage. So we're going to do that as well, apply that. So we're going to start getting some pretty serious extra damage contingent on our units. And let's end this. The forge is a really neat way to customize your army and just really kind of bend it in the direction that you want by creating unique units that you can have a lot of fun with. I really enjoy it. I think it's a neat mechanic. Again, similar to other mechanics we've already seen, but I think creates an interesting flavor, at least thus far, for the Chaos Dwarves. A flavor that I believe fits them. Right, so some of the dwarves confederated. Okay, they did not go where I expected them to, but I can kind of keep pushing up against them. They are actually maybe headed towards their own settlement, which would be convenient if we could get them and kill them. I want that gem refinery. Doesn't come till tier 3 though. That sucks. Till then though, we could casualty replan. It's not that necessary. Be nice to be able to recruit blunderbusses. Let's do that. Take a few turns, probably be a few turns before we're ready to do it anyway. Go ahead and do this to grab some extra income, and I'm gonna wait a turn before we run that to try and keep, like I said, a little bit of extra cash on hand. Let's end our turn. What's up, Zatan? Hopefully good things. Better not be declaring war on me, turd. Okay, he wants a non-aggression pact. That is acceptable. Looks like he's in pretty weak shape, though. But still, better than some rando declaring war on us here. Especially one of our own. Speaking of, I need to check my conclave influence and see if there's yet another seat in the Tower of Jar that we can claim. Don't want to forget that. It's really quite important. So they did double back to my settlement. And they managed to not get caught by my ambush. Oh, no. They went to the Blasted Expanse. Okay, so they went away from me towards the Blasted Expanse. But what's funny is that they raided the Blasted Expanse. They couldn't see me, and they moved back in this direction. They probably will run away if I attack them here. So I think I'm going to still enter an ambush stance and come up near them. We still need to catch them. I don't want them to run away because I probably couldn't catch them there. So the Blasted Expanse, I'm not going to repair it until the next turn. I hate that I lost some raw materials there because I actually really need raw materials right now, but it is what it is. Let's end yet another turn. Oh, we got our convoy dispatch available. Let's bring back our Bull Centaur Master here. And I like to pull back a lot of labor on these. Now, obviously, we can get other things if we need to as well, but labor is just never a bad thing to have. So let's Let's see. Let's send him down here to the Haunted Forest. Might get a cool unit out of it as well. Let's throw some extra dispatch. Okay, convoy on the way. Speaking of labor, we're running pretty efficiently at the moment, which is good news, but it's not going to hurt to send that convoy to get some more. We'll leave that damaged building and end our turn. We've gotten some nice units into our convoy as well. Picked up a giant. Picked up some more ogre man-eaters. The cutthroat's not that impressive, but hey, it's some extra numbers to throw in there to help hold the line together, at least even if it's shortly. So, pretty happy with the way that convoy is going for us so far. We need to keep it strong so it can continue to bring wealth to us. Oh, I forgot to look at the tower. I'm gonna look at the tower this time. Definitely gonna look at the tower. Let's see here. Wormmaster did say also, pro tip, enemy armies in force march stance cannot retreat if you initiate a fight. I was aware of that, but thank you for the reminder. Good to say out loud here, in case some people don't know that as well. When an enemy goes into force march, which is like the little arrows appear on the indicator, they can't run away when you attack them. I may have not noticed that on the last episode. I am aware of it, but it is very possible that I ignored it or, you know, didn't pay attention to it properly while playing the game. So thank you for the reminder. I do appreciate it. The Desolation of Drakenmoor here is going to be ours for the taking. I'm just gonna auto-resolve this one. I mean, we have kicked the crap out of greenskins all across the map. It says medium casualties, but it's not gonna kill off our units. So I'll take it, even though it's not amazing. We're gonna do another outpost. We need lots of raw material at the moment. Lots. I can now repair this because it's not under threat of greenskins. I'm going to tear down that hobgoblin building, put in another strip mine here, and now we should be in good shape. We're just going to need to keep the supply of labor on the way because we're going to need more of it. But there we go. We got a second province all put together. I'm going to put this extra control on it. And now we got to decide to go, or sorry, we have to decide where to go next. Mount Gunbad has a gold supply. That could be really handy. And then the World's Edge Archway, High Place. Let's go look at the objectives. Remind myself what the long victory condition is, because long victory is what we're interested in. Karazak Karak, Karak Kadrin, Grimgor's Ardboys are our targets. That would give me a good opportunity, like a good staging point to attack the two dwarf factions that we need to take out. And then we could finish with Grimgor, potentially. So it's not a bad call. Not a bad call. So, very real possibility that I move up here and knock off Skarsnik and take his gold mine for our own. But we could move east as well, potentially. It's going to depend on how the other Chaos Dwarves treat us. I'm a little bit shy of grabbing another seat here. That one, that armaments per turn is going to be pretty nice. That one wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, this one's looking pretty good here. We can actually take that one. So, grab that extra armaments. We have a ton of armaments at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and just spin some. I can't get the extra blunderbusses at the moment, but let's go ahead and do that. It wouldn't hurt to be able to have access to more warriors. And then another war machine. I know we don't have those yet, but war machines are awesome. Let's do the renders and the war machine, and we'll build up some more here. So we've kind of unlocked some different stuff there. That's going to be just about it for this episode. I hope you all have had fun with it. No, I am, and I am looking forward to seeing more here. We definitely want this right here. It's going to cost 500 armaments. We'll go ahead and save for that. We've got 3 turns to get there anyway. We should be able to have enough armaments by then. So yeah, we got to pick a target next and figure out where to go. We could go ahead and go attack Grimgor's faction. Could be an interesting one. Or we could maybe go get the gold mine. Y'all tell me what you think down in the comments. I'm kind of leaning towards gold mine, but I'm open to coming over here and knocking off Grimgor early too, because he's probably going to snowball pretty good. Unless Kolek keeps him in check. But we will go do that quest battle first thing in the next one as well. So, HeirofCarthage signing out. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you soon with some more action in Total War Warhammer 3.